And then he goes, Stevie, and does like this with his finger. And he's like, come here.
And so you mentioned Hammer and being scary coach. Ask her about the time I screamed at her during training for kicking barrels from 50.
I reckon he was my welcome to the AFW moment. Like, I was 17 and there was this full big man yelling at me. Like, we were doing like set shots and I was kicking torpedoes. Probably should have been practicing my routine. I hear someone screaming at me and I'm like, oh God, it's Hammer. And he's like, Stevie, that's what he called me. He goes, Stevie, what do you think you're doing? And I was like, oh, just like having a shot, like doing what I would do in game. And then I was like going back for another one. I'm feeling a bit flat. Like everyone's just heard him yell at me and I'm feeling like real flat and sorry for myself. And I could do a set shot, but I just like poke at it. And then he goes, Stevie, and does like this with his finger. And he's like, come here. And I was just like standing there and I like walked up to him and he's like, what do you think you're doing? And like spitting in the mouth. And I'm like looking at him like 17, like this is the scariest thing ever. And everyone's just like staring but trying not to stare. And I'm just like standing there. He's like, what do you think you're doing? Like, you got to be practicing. Like, you're not going to do that in a game. And I'm just like standing there with like tears swelling up in my eyes.
Hammer.
Jeepers.
And I like go back to train, like run back into the group and everyone's like, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, like it's so scary.